I'm going to start over because I forgot to hit record.
Oh.
So we are. I just said, I do this thing and I look over.
Record is a good thing.
Yeah, I looked over and I was like, I better just look. Oh.
Are we on now?
Well, now I think we should still talk about Betsy and my love of church camp. Though, we lost that whole church camp, and one of my first loves was named Betsy, and everybody's
Are we on now?
I don't know, and everybody just missed out. It was really touching. I just gotta say, So one of my first young loves was at a church camp named Betsy, and we are here with a Betsy, we're here with an Alex, and we're here with an Emma. They're with Lourdes University doing the wedding singer, and I was saying I must have followed you on Instagram somehow. Probably went and I really don't know how I found you. I stalk a lot
Facebook,
of people.
on Facebook, I have a Lourdes University music page.
Okay.
And I think that's what you first picked up.
Is that what
on.
I did?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was so excited because then I'm like, oh, look, Stage Door knows who we are. And so they started posting
they know
our
who
things.
Stage
And
Door
we
is.
were just as excited, right? We were like, they know who we are.
Because
It's like you do exist, like the commercial for
all of
M&Ms.
our 3 listeners.
No,
And-
there are...
and-
People are like, oh, yeah, I saw it on Stage Door. Oh, yeah, I saw it on
Nice.
Stage Door. Yeah.
We're
This
making
is
a
great.
difference. Well, no, that's good though. That's what we were
The
hoping
theater
for.
world.
We hope to share some of these things and help people out there. That's one of our main goals, is to put audition information out there.
Yeah.
Not just be a pimping our own selves type podcast.
Right.
Because, despite what everybody says here in this room about how cool we are.
Yeah.
You are
So
very
cool.
good.
So
not
cool.
Yeah.
so cool. Not just stop it. I know that's not the case. Roger, take a photo of the fancy dancy light we got going on here.
for the
stage
love of-
door
The light is so cool.
Yeah, I
so,
will.
Yeah, so we did that, and I saw that you were doing the wedding singer, and so when you did that, I said, okay, this is Lourdes University. I haven't seen them do anything in a while, so then I think I almost immediately messaged you after I shared it
Okay.
to find out if we could get you on.
Cool.
Does that sound right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, because you definitely wanted to talk about the university's program.
Yes.
And then talk about wedding
Yeah.
singer.
Oh, we're definitely going to talk about the wedding singer. We can't just ignore the fine young adults we have here in the room. But the thing is like with Lourdes has not had anything in a while, right?
Yeah, it used to have many years ago. It had more of a community group, so it was combined with Lourdes, but mostly community. And so, no, they haven't done anything for a long
Lourdes
time.
mostly community. What do you mean, like?
It was done on the stage there.
Okay.
But then it was really like Sylvania community members.
So even though they had a drama department, theater department?
Not really.
Okay. So they have this beautiful theater
Right.
that's in there. And I believe Dave Nelms, and he can always call me and tell me I'm wrong, but I believe he used to be the scenic designer for Lourdes University.
Oh, okay.
But then the program kind of like shut down. And it was like, oh, that's not cool. Because St. Ursula used to do their shows there.
St. Francis still does.
Yeah, that's what Ron was educating me on, is that St. Francis still does their shows there.
Yeah, they
But-
ran out the whole place for 2 weeks.
But they weren't doing Squatola when they first shut it down.
Oh, they
How long you
weren't?
been there?
Okay.
How long you been there, Shaz?
6 years.
Oh, so that's probably you came after then. is what it
Yes, oh,
sounds
yeah.
like. So they shut that stuff down, and like they just weren't making it available for anybody to use.
Really?
Well, yeah, because I think that's why St. Ursula had to find a new home.
I see.
So I think they used to always do
their
their shows there, and they used to do, their big thing at that. And then when they closed, it was like they had to maybe scramble and find a new location to do it at. And so now they do it at the Valentine.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
But where have you been? I haven't.
Yeah.
We have never heard of Lourdes University Musical Theater, and all of a sudden, here you are.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. A bunch of years ago, Karen Biscay did the choral music there.
Karen Biscay.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll make sure I heard that name.
Yes. She passed away about 5 years ago, but they got rid of the choir, I don't know,
They got rid of the choir even?
7 or 8 years ago. Something
So
like
so
that.
Karen was that good
Maybe more of a decade. Yeah. Well,
that when
she
left,
retired.
when she was gone, they were like, we can't possibly continue this program.
Well, yeah.
My goodness.
I don't want to.
I think
I don't want to make guesses about what was happening.
Oh,
but
that was
So they
when
shut down the choir.
Sports went up and music went
it
down.
disappeared for a
Yeah.
little bit.
But then they found you.
Yeah.
oh,
Well,
finally.
they started it back up,
Okay.
and so a friend of mine, because I went to grad school at BGSU, I was getting my choral conducting master's, and he was here for her at Lourdes for a couple years, and when he left, he let me know, and so I went and interviewed and got the job. And so I've been really pushing to do musicals because I have a lot of students who are very excited about it, like the ones who
Students
are
as
sitting
in
with
choral
me.
students?
Yes.
Okay.
People who are in the Lourdes Chorale.
Chorale.
And-
Gotcha.
Chorale. Yeah, that's what we are.
Yeah.
Yeehaw!
So a couple things.
Cowboy
First
music.
of all, we are like this free pimping out service for Bowling Green. I feel like Bowling Green State University. There are so many people that have come out of there.
Oh, I know.
That
We're all
have,
around.
have been come on to this podcast
You
in
just
the
said
music
Janine
program.
Bachman. Yes.
Yeah.
I student taught with Janine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Okay.
Love her.
Student taught with Janine. What's that mean? Like
she
you were a
was,
student teacher and you were a student teacher? Both of you were at the same time?
Nope, she was the teacher, the choral director at Otsego High School.
Oh, Janine's older than you. That's what I wanted you to say.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's like maybe eight years older
I
than
hope
I
she's
am.
listening.
Yes,
Yeah.
Janine. Sorry.
Yeah, she said
we
the last
love
time
you.
she was on, she was born in 1776, didn't she, Ron?
Yes. No, that was one of her first shows.
Oh,
Yes.
I just kind of tuned out. With
Actually,
that
I
talking.
student taught with her when she found out she was pregnant with Will.
Okay.
So that was fun.
Will was one of the first people I ever saw sing in musical theater in the area.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I was smitten. I was pretty much starstruck by him. I was like, oh my gosh, that came out of him. It's amazing. That is amazing. So what is the program there? Is there a program or is it more like just you?
Well, we have, so I've been there now 6 years. We did do Little Shop of Horrors 2 years ago.
That was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
My gosh, there's other people here, just so
Oh
we
my
know.
goodness.
Yeah, so
Alex.
Alex
Yeah.
over there, he was Mr. Mushnick.
Yes.
So he owned the flower shop.
Okay.
And we did that, fall of 21, I guess.
Yeah, fall of 21.
Cool. That's a great role.
Oh, it was so
Mushnick,
much
yeah.
fun. So much fun.
It was very fun. And
Are there any bad roles in that show?
No.
Now that I
no,
think
that's
about
such a
it.
fun
No, it's
show
a
to
fun
do.
show. I
Yeah.
love that show.
Yeah.
So
Everybody's cool.
everybody was becoming excited then about musical theater. There were some financial issues the next year, so they put it on hold, and so now we're
Excited
back.
at the university for musical theater, you mean? Or excited in the world? musical theater.
Well, the university, suddenly there were students who were like, I want to be in the next show. You know, that's so
yeah.
much fun.
Oh,
So-
were they just shocked that would like people
yes.
would love musical theater at the university?
They're trying to get more people involved. They look at it as something for the
Oh my
students to get
gosh.
involved
Okay,
with.
Lourdes University, if you're listening to this right now, just so you know, Broadway has sold more tickets than all of the sports teams in New York City and New Jersey combined.
Yes. So,
So it's kind of a big deal.
yes.
You know,
Yeah,
if you
I
don't
think
think
so.
it is. Okay, and they just, why would Disney keep pushing out all these things? Why would all these live action things keep coming out all the time if it wasn't big?
Yep,
it
it's
is.
popular.
It's huger than I think we even realize. So
Yeah.
so listen up, university. So you were saying that you kept going and the growth was going.
Yeah. So what I do is I go into the local high schools and I recruit. Like I recruited Alex on good old 2020
2020, right before the pandemic.
at Central, and I went
you're a
in.
Central
and-
Catholic
I
grad?
did, yeah. I graduated
Nice.
from Central Catholic in 2020.
Nice. We need to get Central Catholic on. You gotta
Yeah.
give us a hookup.
Oh, I used to know the director, Deb Barrow. She was my director when I was in high school, but it's been a while since I've been back. So I think there's a new director now.
yeah, but now you're a big bad college student. You could
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
hook us
Go
up,
back
right?
over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see
Throw
my
your weight
connections.
around.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, Mushnick, let's do this.
That's right.
Aw.
Yeah, and then Emma was a Whitmer grad.
There's another person
Yeah.
over there.
Hi, Emma. Hi.
So
Whitmer's got a great program.
So students
Yeah.
like Alex and Emma came out and said, "Hey, we want to do musical theater."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Alex definitely was there when I was
Okay.
considering doing Little Shop.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
When
And
you
so-
say you went out went out to the schools and recruited them, basically, is that
Yeah.
what you did?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
look
I
at
went-
you guys.
I
You
went
guys
to
are blue
Central-
chips.
I definitely recruited Emma. Like
Yes,
I think
100%.
Alex was already
Yeah, I think it was
interested.
already I was very interested in Lourdes because of the small community, and just the way that the university felt. I really just fell in love when I went to go visit. So I was like looking around the school, seeing what they had to offer, and I found that they had a choral program, and I really liked choir in high school. Had a blast. I was in the Glee Club, did all the musicals at Central. So I was like, I gotta find out more information, and then that's how I met Betsy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you that then. So you had all these choices of universities you could go to, colleges and universities.
Yeah.
And so you said, I'm going to go to Lourdes for what?
Yeah, I study AYA Education and History.
AYA.
Yeah.
Please, I need.
Yeah.
There's too many letters. What's that mean?
Adolescent and young adult, so 7 through 12.
Adolescent and young adult.
Yeah.
Adolescent and young adult what?
7 through history, so 7 through 12.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, education major.
Yes, education
All right,
major.
There
Yep.
we go. So you're an education major who teaches adolescent and young adult.
Yes.
That's what they call that now for what
Yeah,
grades?
adolescent, young adult, 7 through 12.
That's what they call it now, huh?
Yes,
Instead of
yeah.
secondary education?
Yeah.
Sheesh. What in the holy
Always have
moly?
to change the lingo.
Man.
Yep.
I can't keep track of what's going on anymore on that kind of. So that's what you do. So you went there to
Yeah.
do that specifically.
Yes.
But then you snooped around.
Yeah, snooped around. I went for my first visit day, and I immediately fell in love with the campus. It's just so beautiful.
beautiful campus.
Yeah, beautiful
Yeah.
campus. Everybody was so friendly.
It's a hidden campus, really.
It is,
honestly.
yeah. But everybody was so friendly. Absolutely fell in love with it. Just fell in love with the atmosphere of the school, all the people. I got to sit in on a couple classes when I went, so I got
You
to
say
meet-
everybody's so friendly. You
Yeah.
flip that out there. We mean everybody's so friendly.
Everybody's so friendly. Like whenever
you're walking down the sidewalk.
Yeah,
and,
you know somebody. You're always gonna run into somebody
Oh,
there.
really? Emma's
yeah.
agreeing over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Lourdes, really, I'm at Lourdes because of Betsy. Like, Lourdes was not on my radar at all.
Oh,
and
look at you, Betsy.
Yeah,
she,
see, I really recruited her.
she came to Whitmer, and she offered me a scholarship. And I had to find a little bit more scholarship money, but
That's
I
okay.
ended up getting enough.
But Lourdes is
you know.
throwing money around. That's good to hear. I like to hear that.
And were
Yeah.
you big into theater at Whitmer?
Not necessarily at Whitmer.
Really?
No, I do.
Although you played Cinderella.
I did. That
in
was
Into
my
the
first
Woods.
lead role,
Oh,
and
okay.
it was the first show I'd done at Whitmer.
Into the Woods, you did.
yes.
You did that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was my first
I love
lead role.
that. I like, that's one of my favorite parts. It really is. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
freaking
love that
joshing.
role.
She was
It's so
wonderful.
good.
So I'm like there attending her show with paperwork in hand saying,
Yeah.
will you please sign?
Yeah.
But you had paperwork just in case somebody
Yeah.
was worthy.
Well, I knew I went and visited her class first. She was in Ginny Bach's, her husband's
Mr. Bachman.
Beef
yeah,
Bachman,
yeah.
you know?
Oh yeah, Beef
Beef.
Bachman. We know Beef.
Yeah.
Yep, I love
Beef,
him.
Beef
Can
Squire.
you tell me what his real name is, Ron?
Randy.
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 All right, just making
Yeah.
sure. We don't want to just call him Beefy Randy. Just because Janine calls him Beefy Randy, we don't want to.
Yeah, no, I do a lot of shows at the River Raisin Center for the Arts in
Oh,
Monroe.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
We got to get them on too. Right?
River Raisin.
Write that down.
Is that Michigan?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's Josh and Tracy Glover are my parents, so yeah, I've done stuff there. Like, it's just theater has been my life.
Wait. What'd you just drop there?
My parents direct and they work at Bedford.
Can you hook
so
us up there?
if you want?
All right,
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
They'll
no,
probably listen to this,
I
right?
mean, I
Yeah.
started because my dad used to teach at Mason High School, and
Okay.
so my first show was Children of Eden.
I
with
love
him.
that show, too.
I love that show so much. But yeah, so I've danced all of my life, so I've just naturally always kind of.
So you say your first show was Children of Eden. Were you 9 or were you 17?
I was in kindergarten, so
So you were nothing in that show.
I was
What
a
were you?
unicorn
I was
and the
gonna say,
flamingo and the dove.
You were just the little animals that were around. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I don't even know. So you were one of the animals that got named.
Yep, yeah, it was
okay.
awesome.
Yeah, no, it's a good show. It's a powerful show. Again, if people haven't seen that show, it's basically about a father's love for his children, you know, and letting them grow up and make decisions whether they're bad or good.
Yep.
Just a little quick synopsis in that show. So you were Whitmer, and
Yep,
you
Whitmer.
recruited her hard.
Very
I
hard.
did,
Yeah, like I said,
because she
Lourdes
could
wasn't
also-
on my radar.
Oh,
She also plays trumpet.
Yes.
oh, so there's that too. So you're the music-y person there in general.
I am. Although I'm the director of vocal music, I also do the pep band.
Oh,
So I do a pep band, I do the chorale, we have an a cappella choir, we do the
my
musical.
gosh.
Probably the choreographer.
And then I teach music and film, music appreciation,
Oh
music
my
and
Okay.
culture, piano.
are there other
voice.
people? Or are you just like
She's
a one-man
It's
show?
Betsy, man.
I think I'm a one-man show right now.
for sure.
We do have a gentleman who teaches guitar.
Yes.
A woe-man show, I
Yes.
should say, right? That's clarify that. I don't need anybody.
But I love it. I love
Oh,
what
we
I'm
love
doing. I
Betsy.
love
After
doing
Barbie
it.
just got nominated for an Oscar, I better be straight here. You know?
So theater's ramping up at Lourdes, and
Yes.
you'll have show after show from now on.
We hope so. That's
Because
the
of
plan.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
Okay.
yes.
Do you plan on having like somebody help you?
Well, here's what I have done this time around. When I did Little Shop, I did everything. It was, I did the program, the acting, the
Made the
music,
puppets?
She was Audrey.
Yeah. But this time,
Audrey
Yeah.
too.
It's that- no, she was
the
out.
plant.
She's like Lin-Manuel Miranda over here putting casting herself. You know,
well, this time I hired a choreographer
Oh.
and I hired musicians for the pit.
okay.
So, which is
Who's the choreographer for the show?
Tracy Wilson.
Okay.
She danced professionally on Broadway, and her children go to Otsego High School. So I helped out with their Addams Family show last
She
year.
danced on Broadway. You sure she's
Yes.
qualified to teach us?
Oh, she's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
So when I met her there helping out with Otsego show last year, I was like, will you come and do my show next year?
Yeah.
So you hired a
yeah.
pit, but before that, you were the pit as well as the director.
Well, I'm directing the pit.
Okay.
And before, my husband is pastor, First Baptist of Greater Toledo.
Okay, all right.
And so I brought in my little church musicians. So I brought in our pianist.
And you
from
didn't go to church camp?
I know. I was always in swim team, and that conflicted.
yeah.
I don't know.
That took too much, huh?
I can't swim. So.
I was splashing around. I couldn't bother to go to church.
I should have gone to church.
Funny. So your pastor husband does music?
He is a drummer.
Drummer.
And
Okay.
and so when we did Little Shop, I used our bass player from church, our pianist from church, and then my
nice.
husband played drums.
Well, that's awesome. So you were able to lean on people who cared about you to
Yeah,
be able
yeah,
to
actually.
get this to work.
And even our set builder was a
Another church
gentleman from the congregation.
member? Man, you know what? That's great though, because you're getting people who care about you and want to make sure that you succeed and lift you up
Yeah.
and do what you need to do. And that's wonderful. That's
Now-
what Ron does for me.
If only Lourdes had a decent theater. I don't know.
Exactly.
You're struggling there. There's no theater. Wait, you've got the best theater in town, just about.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
is really
beautiful.
nice.
Yeah,
It is
It is.
great.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
So you were hard recruited also
Yes,
coming
very
out.
much.
So you were going for what then? Obviously you weren't going for Lourdes University chorale either then. So
well,
what are you doing?
I'm studying exercise science.
Exercise science.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they have that there. So again, what I like about what I'm hearing here is the fact that you don't need to be like this musical theater major to be a part of Lourdes University shows.
Oh
well,
no,
in fact, we don't have
We
it.
don't
Yeah, go
have
ahead,
it.
yeah,
Alex.
yeah, no, yeah. I was just say we don't even I think have a.
We have a music minor,
Music
though,
minor,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We have
Yeah.
a music minor, and so these students who are coming to be in the choir and they're majoring in something else.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
So you do have a variety of
So it's more like a
abilities.
club than the choral, the chorale.
club?
The chorale's
can-
more like a club then.
It is, but you can take it for credit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
nice.
took judo in college for credit. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
buddy. I did for real. Like 2 semesters of it, you know. It didn't really
Did
help
you ace
me.
it?
Yeah, it was really easy. I just show up, I got a green belt, I'm good to go.
I took bowling for
Bowling?
credit.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That would be fun.
So
Yeah,
wa-
so you
wa-
could-
Just showed up and bowled 2 games every week.
Yeah, so you can take choral there or chorale. Do you call it chorale or
Yeah.
choral? Why do you
Chorale.
call it chorale?
It's
Cowboy
the
music.
name that was there when I arrived.
And you only sing cowboy music and eat beans? Is that what it is?
every day.
And then you close the doors of that room so everybody can just enjoy
They
the
just
beans.
have a
it's
blast.
raining,
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
They have a blast.
A
yeah.
blast, Ron, really?
So-
a blast? Sheesh.
So why wedding singer? Where'd that come from?
Why wedding singer? You know, last year I was actually 2 years ago when I was looking to do the next show. I think I put on Facebook. I'm like, okay, I need some ideas for
First of all, I
a
love
show
that you're doing
can-
Wedding Singer.
It is great
I love
fun.
it.
It's
So
such a
much.
it's a fun
It's
show.
my comfort
Very fun
Freaking
show.
love that you're
Yeah.
doing it.
Nobody has really done that much around here.
has done it. Exactly. It's
great fun.
Some of this stuff, I don't know why we have to do the same shows. And when you posted Wedding Singer, that is also drew my attention to sharing that.
Oh,
because it
awesome.
was
Good.
unique. I was like, a new kind of show.
Right. Somebody mentioned it because I was looking for something that could be done with a medium-sized cast, and somebody mentioned it, and I was like, huh. And I went to look at it. Sometimes when a show is taken from a movie and they add songs, sometimes they're not as interesting.
Really?
And
Waitress killed it.
well, good.
Yeah, Waitress was a movie, and they absolutely
it?
dominated.
I
Yeah.
wasn't thrilled.
I'm not
know
familiar
that.
with Waitress.
I don't like.
Get
Call
out.
yourself theater
Get
people.
out.
Come on.
Just leave.
Well, like for instance, I'm not thrilled with the musical Clue. To
Oh,
me,
yeah,
I
well-
don't love the music. It wasn't catchy, and
Yeah.
so whereas then I went and listened to this soundtrack and was like, "Whoa, what fun music!" I mean, being '80s, they couldn't use all the 80s stuff that was in
Right.
the film because of copyright and all the rest.
Yeah.
So they wrote some great stuff. It's just so much fun.
But there's got to be some of the songs from the movie, if you're familiar with the movie, like "Somebody Kill Me, Please."
That's the one
one
that
of my
Adam
favorites.
Sandler wrote and is in there.
That's in there. All right,
Yes.
all right. Because if that wasn't in there, I'd throw a fit.
Even the cursing, right?
Yeah.
Have you already auditioned and gotten parts, or is that coming up?
Oh yeah,
Oh
we've
yeah,
auditioned.
we have parts already.
What we did was we auditioned in October?
It was like the
October,
end of
I think-ish.
October, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was still
And-
warm out.
Yeah.
That's true.
Luckily, Ron already knows this because we shared the audition information.
Yeah.
So he knows.
Right.
He's just asking just to fill our listeners in.
Hey, Ron, the show is February 15th. It's coming up.
I haven't even seen the movie yet.
It's good.
Oh,
that's
it's
good.
my
It's a
comfort
really
movie,
good.
100%.
Wedding Singer seems like a very perfect Valentine's.
That's
Day.
true. It's
true,
Valentine's
yeah.
weekend.
Oh yeah,
It's
there
all
you
about
go.
love and
There you
all the
go.
good jazz.
That's right.
Yeah,
Right.
I love it.
perfect.
There are a lot of weddings.
Yes.
in
Lots
Wedding
of
Singer.
weddings.
And what parts do you have? Not that I have any clue. But parts
I play Robbie Hart.
You are Robbie?
I'm Robbie Hart.
Alright,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun role.
Which is the Adam Sandler role.
Yeah.
do you have a
Familiar.
wig, big 80s wig thing?
I don't think
No,
so.
that's not Robbie. I don't
No.
know.
Yeah, no.
No, he has
Yeah.
the pants on the back. He can go get them right now.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, no, and I play Julia Sullivan. So yeah. that's-
Julia Gulia?
Yep, Julia Gulia.
Hey.
The Drew Barrymore role.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're Julia Gulia and Robbie Hart here.
Yep.
So you guys are actually the people who care about each other.
Yeah.
Is there some hot, steamy chemistry on stage?
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, like
Their kiss the
There
other
better
day
be.
was lovely.
Oh yeah, that was.
How is there no? But that's very important, though.
Well, I mean, we work well together, but
Oh,
in
for
real
sure.
life,
They're
like
best
he's
friends.
my best
friends. Yeah,
Yeah.
we spend.
I don't
all
care
the time
about real
together.
life. I'm talking about on stage. I want
No,
the
it's
chemistry
nice on stage.
Yeah.
It's nice to work with somebody like in that capacity that I know very well. I mean, like Alex and I do everything together. And
Really?
so,
Like, how long have you guys known each other?
2 years now.
Yeah.
We met
Oh,
like the
she's-
first
she's a
day-
sophomore.
Yeah.
So,
So I
first
met
day
him
of
at the beginning of
orientation. Yeah.
actually like within a week of knowing him, he convinced me to buy a Cedar Point Gold pass. So yeah.
Or to your point, like 2 weeks
Alex
later.
is
yeah.
an amusement park enthusiast.
Very much
I like
so.
Alex
Yeah.
very outgoing personality. I really like.
Yeah.
it. So-
But yeah, no, it's nice to work like when you have to be like with somebody in that capacity for a show. It's really nice to be with somebody who you know and can trust, and like
Yeah.
it's really nice for
No,
that
it's
kind of
acting.
thing.
You don't have to like
Yeah.
actually fall in love with the person.
No, it's
you know?
nice.
Although Alex, I mean, he's pretty dreamy. Are you sure you're not actually falling in love with him? Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, right here on the show. Oh no, it's good. No, it's fine. It's so the show. You guys have the chemistry together. Obviously, is a very, very important part of the show.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because both of you in the actual show were with somebody first,
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm with
and
it.
then you realize later that you've made huge mistakes.
Yes, huge mistake.
So you
yeah.
have to move on. So why don't we tell a little bit about what the show's about in case people want to know what
Like
it is?
me.
Like Ron, who
Yeah.
has not seen the movie, which is
I take it there's a wedding.
A couple,
Yeah,
yes.
a couple weddings. Yeah, just a few.
Yeah, Emma, why don't you?
Yeah, go
tell
ahead,
a
Emma.
little bit.
So Robbie is a singer at weddings. He sings at a venue, and Julia, which is my character, and her cousin Holly are waitresses at this venue. So they see each other a lot. And he's got a band of 2 or 3 other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like
Yeah.
3 or 4 people in the band, and my character Julia is engaged to somebody named Glenn, who is just really concerned about money and his looks as far as like social status go. And he doesn't really care about Julia's character.
Yeah, so this is like let's slow you down here. So this is you are really zipping through these. So it's
I love this movie. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
You're like zipping through the whole movie. It's so quick, but it takes place in the 80s.
Yes,
first of
yeah.
all. Let's qualify the fact that this takes place in the 80s. Robbie Hart is a wedding singer.
Yes.
There's the name of the show. But back in the 80s, there weren't a lot of necessarily DJs probably doing weddings as much as there
That's
were.
probably true.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it wasn't as convenient. I mean, were they going to get their 8-track tapes out? I mean, what
Right.
is this crap?
Right.
So bands were the way to go, obviously. So Robbie is kind of a big deal in the world out there, right? Aren't you, Alex? You're kind of a
100%.
big deal?
Yeah, big deal.
Yeah, tell us how great you are.
Yeah, so I just go around to weddings. I sing through multiple weddings in the show. And as I go on and on, I have my fiance Linda, who breaks up with me, leaves me at the altar.
Spoiler.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, yeah. So as I go on, after that happens, Julia kind of is the person to pick me back up after that, and we go through.
And you meet her
together.
at weddings.
Yes,
that's
at weddings.
the key.
Yep.
That's
Meet
the
her at
key.
wed-
Is
yep.
you guys just like in
We
real
work at the
life.
same venue, yep.
Yeah.
In real life, you guys met somewhere and are just friends.
Yeah.
And just in the wedding singer, they're just friends initially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, initially, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the whole show opens at a wedding, and he's even saying, "It's your wedding day."
Yeah.
And so, then-
Put the pants on that kid.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
and so it's a wedding that's not yours. Then it
Yeah.
goes to your wedding where she stands you up.
Yes.
And then
my
it goes
gosh.
to a bar mitzvah and another wedding, and so
yeah.
lots
All
of
over, yeah.
activities.
It's Adam Sandler, so
Celebrations.
there's going to be a bar mitzvah.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah. So, but it's a really like heartwarming, loving story.
Oh,
but
it is,
apparently
yeah.
there's language in the movie or in the theater
I mean, it's
show?
Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
There's language in the theater production.
Yes.
What language? I don't remember anything in the show. See, that's the problem. Is I swear all the time, so my ears get numb to certain
Oh, that's
things.
a-
So I
okay.
don't really hear.
Are we allowed to
stuff.
curse here?
I'll just bleep it if you do. I mean, it's-
well,
Oh, wow.
And
oh,
Yeah.
oh, I don't
So
remember
F-
that at all.
the F, well, in the song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that
Kill
that
me now.
happens.
That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
yes,
Kill
yeah.
me now.
Pretty
Somebody
please
kill me,
kill
please.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and Lourdes is okay with that. Lourdes.
I
It's a
did-
college.
That's what
Yeah.
I thought, but I wanted to make sure that if the sisters came, they were
Oh.
upset about it.
Are there restrictions on that? at
and the
university?
answer was, we can do anything.
Okay,
Oh.
so one of the things I'm thinking about
Or
when it comes
do
to
it.
when it comes to this particular show is to why it maybe doesn't get done as much.
Yeah, that could be because they would have.
Yeah.
But they could change it.
None of the high schools are going to do it because it maybe has too much of an adult theme to what's going on with it. And
That
some
could
of the
be.
some of the
Yeah.
language and that kind of stuff.
But
so
they do
maybe-
Mamma Mia.
I know. I don't understand
Yeah,
that.
that one, yeah.
I don't
Oh.
understand how they can get away with
she
Mamma
doesn't
Mia.
know which one's her baby daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think St. Ursula actually did that.
Yes,
so,
they did.
Yeah, or Notre Dame did it. I know
One
Notre
of
Dame
them,
did it. Yeah,
yeah.
Perrysburg did it.
Well, yeah. But maybe that's why is because they have
Probably,
you have
yeah.
schools that can't do it, and then there is a desert. We've talked about this, a desert of performers at a certain age in community theater because everybody's gone off to college.
Mm-hmm.
They've all maybe started their families,
Started
and
Well, that's
Career.
interesting. So it
Yeah.
needs to be young people.
Yes, because
Yeah.
wedding singers,
Yeah.
younger people. So you have people that are younger
True.
that maybe not are, the community theaters are hesitant to do the show because they would need younger people. So
Right.
it's a perfect fit for a college,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a university to do.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is go to Whitmer and just recruit people to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go,
Yeah.
Betsy. Get your recruits.
That's all you
Actually,
have to do.
I have so many Whitmer students in my corral.
Yeah,
Really?
so,
Yeah.
well, we got like 5 or 6, I
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When is the show? We should clarify that before we
It's
rattle on
February 15th through the 18th.
15th, so it's not the 14th of Valentine's Day?
No, it's our last dress rehearsal is.
Oh, I
But-
thought Emma said it was the 14th of February.
Nope.
No.
No, I misheard.
15th through the
I've
18th.
been wrong a lot in life, so this is just one
It's
more.
okay. It
One
happens.
more.
But yeah, so it's 7:30 shows for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and 2:30 on Sunday.
Okay.
And you can get tickets at showtix4u, the number 4 and the letter u.com under Lourdes.
Is there any other place they can get them? Under Lourdes? Can we go to Lourdes University's website? Anything like that? I will share it. So send me the link and we will share it on our
Yes,
thing so we can make sure we get out there and we pump it up all over
That'd
the
be
place.
great. Thank you so much.
We'll do that. We'll absolutely do that. We'll pimp it like crazy. So that we get as many people out there to see the show.
What's
as
fun about
possible.
this too is that we do have a few high school students, and we
Oh,
also,
yeah, I was going to ask you that. So this is all open to the community then, too.
what it did was I was told that I needed to consider Lourdes students first. So in all the leads, pretty much it's Lourdes, because except for Glenn Gulia is played by Louis Leitner, who goes to God's Lighthouse Academy in Michigan.
And Aubrey, too, right? She's.
Aubrey has
Yeah.
Yes.
she actually
Goes to Toledo School for the Arts. I know
Yeah.
exactly who Aubrey is. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
she's
I know
great.
Aubrey is. She is great.
Yeah,
I've seen her
and
many
actually,
times.
Aubrey brought a lot of her friends in, so that's
She
been
did.
kind
That's
of
Oh,
fun.
great.
yeah? Who else has she got in there that I would know? Is Liv Kuzno in the show?
Yes.
Oh, get out of town. I just threw a name out that was close with her, who's also
That's
very
funny.
Yeah,
talented.
she's
Yes,
awesome.
yes,
I love
yes.
her.
Yeah, is she just a chorus member? Because I've named like a
Yes, but you have to realize everybody in the show. I think I have 17 people involved, and they all play like 5 parts.
Yeah.
So-
I can see Liv playing 5 parts.
She is.
I can see her doing
She's
that.
playing like a clerk, and she's playing
She's very
sideburns lady.
She's
and
very versatile.
playing-
I've seen her play many different kinds of roles, and she's versatile in all
Yeah,
of them.
yeah.
And Aubrey's playing George.
Yes.
Yes.
She's doing a great
wonderful.
job. She's like, get me a pink squirrel.
I love that line.
I love that line.
Pink Squirrel. I don't remember that in the movie, so that's why I need to go to the theater show to see the musical.
It really does follow the same storyline.
Yeah.
I was kind of pleasantly surprised at how they didn't change
Well.
much. I also have like a young lady who's a teacher at a
Oh, nice.
local charter school, and so she's playing Angie, Julia's
My
mother,
mom. Yep.
Oh.
and then of course a million other roles.
What's her
Yes.
name?
Caitlin Heiss.
Yeah, let's
there
throw
you go.
names out. I
Yeah.
like names. I like to
She's
pick out
awesome.
names
Yeah,
and-
she's been great to work with too.
Yeah, and she's a teacher somewhere at a local charter school. That's
Yeah.
Teaches math. I
Yes.
forget which charter.
math.
Horizon
What a nerd.
Science.
No, just kidding.
I think it's that's the
Horizon
one.
Science Academy,
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Oh,
What
very
a-
good.
What
Thank
an
you. I'm glad you
amazing
knew.
ability to be able to teach math and also still do musical.
Oh, yeah.
theaters
Oh,
and
yeah, that's
stuff.
a-
I don't like her. This person has too many abilities.
Well, and she was great too because one thing that we did because we started before Thanksgiving. We did 2 weeks of rehearsal before Thanksgiving, and so we did a week of vocals and a week of choreography. And then Thanksgiving happened, and college students were done at the first week of December. So we had a huge hiatus of like 6 weeks, and then we got back.
Had to retrain
Yeah,
them.
yeah. But actually, it's gone pretty well.
Yeah, it's
I
been
think
very
so, yeah.
smooth. Yeah.
Yeah. So what helped is that, like, for instance,
They love it.
they had everything memorized. Emma
Out
and
of book.
Alex here came in. And they had definitely worked on the music in that 6 weeks, and I was
Gotcha.
so pleased.
Music, but Emma already had the whole movie memorized.
Yeah,
So it didn't
right,
matter.
right.
Well,
Wasn't
I
like
mean,
was
it
that hard.
helps. I love this movie. I have
my
for a
gosh,
really
so-
long
I do
time.
too.
So
Actually, I love
like,
it too.
it's
I think
just,
it's really perfect.
yeah.
It
I
is.
love this.
I mean, a
role and
movie
everything
where
about it.
it has you get to pay somebody meatballs is just like, come on, that's a great
Oh,
movie.
they
great
don't do
They
the
don't
meatball
include the
bit.
meatball bit. It makes me mad. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they did? They combined
Put it in anyway.
grandma with what other role? Like, you know how in the film he's living with his sister.
Yeah.
He's living in his sister's basement. Yeah.
Right.
living
well,
in
instead
his-
he's living in his grandma's basement.
Yeah.
So they make Rosie the grandma rather
Yes.
than teaching
Oh.
her lessons.
All
Like,
right, well, that's fine. I
so
guess,
they just
too.
kind of combined
changing
that role.
things up.
Yeah,
changing
yeah.
things up.
I think, like, of all the things they could have done with that, though, I think it's a really nice merger because, like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's still, like, she's still giving him a place to live.
Yeah.
So, like, that part's taken care of. He doesn't live on his own. He's still living with somebody. And then it's like, he's also teaching her music. So it's
Awesome.
like they didn't really cut anything.
It's
in
just that the
respect.
character
It's just that they
merged.
merged
just
it.
a couple little things.
Yeah.
Alex, how's the music in the show?
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. It's super catchy. I'm always singing it like if I'm in my car.
That's what I was
or-
wondering. Like, it really
Yeah.
is just like when I see the movie, it's just Adam Sandler singing popular songs.
Yeah,
and
it's
then a
much,
couple songs.
much different. Like the music is all relevant to the show, and
Okay.
it kind of goes with the scenes. So the songs change for each scene. Same with his emotions in the song, which is really fun. So like you said in "Somebody Kill Me," that like you're pretty upset in that song, so that's fun. But "Wedding Day" is one of those songs where it's super happy.
love that song.
My favorite song.
Wedding
is-
Day. That's an original to the show, then.
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
yeah,
You want to sing a little bit?
Yeah, Betsy said they came here ready to sing.
yeah. But my favorite song.
Go
is
ahead
the-
and start,
I don't
Alex.
think anybody wants to hear sing unless you have a gorgeous voice. Do you have a gorgeous voice? And
I
maybe we
mean, do you think Betsy, you have a gorgeous voice? Would you
Yes,
say?
you have a
Yeah.
gorgeous
thank you,
voice.
Yeah,
thank
it's
you.
okay, go
beautiful.
ahead.
I
Yeah.
think people should definitely come to the show to hear you sing.
there
Okay,
you
that
go.
sounds good.
Yeah, yeah.
There you
Even more
go.
little
Out of
cliffhanger.
context, or out of pocket. Is that what the kids say?
I don't know. I'm old.
Out of pocket, it would be weird. That's the only thing is like so. But I know obviously the movie doesn't have 40 songs that are him singing. It has a few. I mean, it's weird the fact that
Right,
it's
it's
the
not a
wedding.
musical.
Yeah, it's weird that it's the wedding singer and it's not like the whole movie being a singing show. So they must have had to add a ton of original songs.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, most of it is original.
Yeah, most of it is.
And even the songs he sang in the movie that are original songs are like 5 seconds long.
Yeah,
So
they're
it's
just
not
little
like-
ditties.
Yeah, little ditties.
Yeah.
They're little ditties about Jack and Diane.
That's right.
Yeah. See, that was an old person joke.
Yep,
Emma.
I got it.
Yeah, that's the thing. With it being 80s, I have to tell them, see, now that came from a song. That came from a song.
Yeah.
That came from
There's
a song.
so many good
Yeah.
references.
Take your shirt off before the band breaks up.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Like, what are you talking about?
The guy who plays Sammy, poor Gabe, he was like, he thought Van Halen was a guitar.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm like, Gabe, it's a
It's a band.
I love Gabe already. He's so sweet already.
Yeah.
I mean,
I said it's funny anyway, but boy, the people who are like over 50 are going to really think it's funny because they'll get the 80s jokes.
yeah,
For sure.
no, for sure. Yeah, the days when you could, trick or treat until whenever at night with
Yeah.
pillowcases. I love it. Yeah.
Seems like Whitmer and Central have some musical theater skills. Yeah, they're for sure big. 'Cause
You know what? That's true. That's true.
we haven't talked to them yet on our.
Yeah, I mean, if Betsy's hawking them,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's stalking them and making sure she's got paperwork at their shows, they must be pretty good. Yeah.
I did have paper.
You did. You were right there. I cried. I was like, oh my
You
God.
cried?
Yeah, I was not expecting
Oh
it.
my God.
I think, I had it in your swag.
Yeah, you're like,
bag.
here's a little goodie bag. And I was like, okay,
It
you know,
must have
like
been
swag
a lot
bag.
of cash in that scholarship. Yeah.
And I'm like, and sign right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, sign right here. And we love that your trumpet playing skills will come in handy someday.
Yes, it was nice.
She's great. She she leads that pep band with her
Okay.
trumpet.
Thank
oh,
you.
you're the pep band trumpeter, guys.
Yes.
Cool. So then she's gonna have a musical where
Where I play trumpet.
where the trumpet's important. Yeah.
If you had played George, you could have
Yeah,
done
I could have done that. Yeah.
Oh, George plays the trumpet.
He does. Yeah.
I'm gonna bust Aubrey and see if she can play the trumpet.
She can't.
She can't.
I know she
And so I said, just gotta do wah, 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 wow, wow.
Well, wonderful. I'm glad you guys were able to get here and tell us about the program a little bit and the fact that it's just, it's kicking off, it sounds like. It's just going to be more shows in the future. Make sure you send us any kind of stuff that you are doing in the future so we make sure we share it out
That's
there.
wonderful. Thank you so much.
No,
Thank you, yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what we want to
thanks.
do. Tell us when, send us the information for posters. Just we're happy to pimp out, okay?
Yay,
So,
thank you.
and make sure that everybody goes there on the Valentine's weekend, right?
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
And get your tickets.
The weekend after
Get your
Valentine's,
tickets
yep.
at the Show Tix. What was it again?
It's show tix TIX for you, number 4, letter U. .com, and it is under Lourdes, LOURDES.
Yeah, there's like an
University.
option that you search up like what company you're going through, and it'll bring up.
Look
yeah.
up Lourdes, and then
Okay.
our show pops up.
Well, awesome. And like I said, we'll share the direct link to the thing on everything that we post all the time to make
Thank
sure
you.
that people can easily
Awesome.
find it and buy tickets immediately. So
Yay!
Awesome. Yay.
it's a fun show.
It is a fun show,
Yeah, it's
and they are doing
wonderful.
so well with it. It's
Yeah.
just a ball.
Ron says he wants to go see it, right?
We'll see you there. We'll see you there, Ron.
Yeah, he's like, I haven't seen the movie yet. So.
I do a podcast
It stands
about
alone, though.
theater, and I don't go to theater.
Yeah, Ron's got a lot of responsibilities.
We
with
need to come
families
out to
and
Lourdes
stuff.
University. You need to
Yeah,
come.
no, it's a good one. It's a great one. All right, thanks for coming on, everybody.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
Yeah,
us.
I'm glad the dog's nice to you.
Yeah. Me too.
Cute pup.
Chilling over there like he owns
Yeah.
the place. Yeah.